My people wonder they say shall never end. According to the information reaching us, allegedly they said Ebony have made it clear to the elder who have been trying to convince her to allow Ebony to represent her in a particular ritual. Because they said those rituals have to be done before the men of Arande ritual. So they have been begging the jewel to please allow Ebony because she have made it clear before now that she doesn't want Ebony to represent her in anything, no matter how urgent. So now that they wanted to use politics to convince the jewel, why I say they want to use politics is because the jewel, Adetutu have been representing the jewel lately, but only recently they came up with the issue that it is not in all things that Adetutu can represent the king, especially when she is not officially married to the king and all of that. And there is this forthcoming ritual that must be done, and it is urgent. They need to do it within some particular time before the Ofarende ritual and everything. And the elders are insisting that Adetutu will not represent the jewel. Even though we are hearing that because of what those elders said over marriage that between the king and the Adetutu, the king decided to hasten everything up to marry Adetutu, of which the jewel supported it. But unfortunately, Adetutu said as long as Ebony is in the picture, that she cannot be able to share a husband with Ebony. And her reason is understandable because according to the information, she said that the reason she will not share the same husband with Ebony is because of the kind of heart Ebony has, the kind of person that she is. That this is someone that can push you to do the things that you regret later. Because there is no how Ebony would want to fight her spiritually and she will keep quiet. That Ebony might push her into buying Ebony if she is not careful enough. Because there is no how Ebony will be trying to, end her and she will just keep quiet and watch Ebony. So in order to avoid that what she wanted is to do any ritual they want her to do and go, that she doesn't want to be sharing the husband with Ebony because Ebony is so desperate that the moment that happens, she will start doing those stuffs that she was doing to the jewel, and in her own case, it is going to be different because the jewel just let Ebony be doing all those things, but in her own case, that she will not allow Ebony to continue. She will only show Ebony that, you see, in this field, I am better than you in this field. And by so doing, she might be led to do something that she will regret later, or something that will even annoy the kingdom. So, and that's her reasons. Even though Ebony is trying to say that she wants to play politics, she wants the king to throw her out so that she will agree to marry the king, especially now that she have found out that the king will always choose Adetutu over Ebony, especially after finding out that Ebony contributed to what happened between her and the jewel while she was in the palace, and even when she have left, the reason they did not reconcile as fast as they supposed to, that made the king to go on and marry all of those women and everything. So they said when the Adetutu refused to marry the king, a particular elder called the jewel because they said the jewel came to the palace to talk to Adetutu, giving her reasons why she should accept to marry the king. So when she came, they said this particular elder called her, telling her that, look, if you look at the situation of things right now, allow Ebony to represent you. Even if after this one, Adetutu can take over, especially when the marriage thing is sorted out between Adetutu and the king, then she can continue to represent you. But judging from the urgency of this particular ritual, you needed Ebony to represent you. And they said the jewel told the man that, look, that it is even better that did not happen than allowing Ebony to represent her. That she have made it clear to anyone that Ebony will never represent her in anything again, no matter how urgent it might be. If Adetutu cannot represent her, they should find another person to do that. Why is it that they want to play politics? After all, when the jewel, and Ebony was in the palace. Ebony was not married to the king. Remember, during that time that the jewel was there, Ebony was not married to the king. And yet, Ebony was doing everything. There have never been a time they said, oh, because Ebony have not been married to the king, there are limits to what she can do pertaining the rituals and everything. They never did that. And there was never a time that the king, the jewel, joined them in those ritual stuff due to her belief system. So why are they trying to use this opportunity to bring Ebony back into representing her? And come to think of it, that is just the truth. It is obvious from this man that they really wanted to fix Ebony again. Maybe Ebony have gone to sort them out. Ebony have gone to, plead with them, telling them that through this is how they are going to do it in order to bring her back into doing the rituals. But left for the king, he will not even accept it. And the jewel said, as long as Ebony was doing those rituals during that time that she was in the palace with the king, and Ebony was not married to the king then, that Adetutu is still a daughter of the soil. She can still be doing it, married or not married. So, and the other was trying to convince her that she should put everything behind her, that whatever that happened between her and Ebony should be in the past. They are looking forward for a better tomorrow and everything. And they said the jewel told them that, look, she had forgiven Ebony a long time ago, but she will be a coward to have forgotten everything that she went through in the hand of Ebony. So whoever that is suggesting that Ebony should continue to represent her, that she is not the one that Ebony will be representing, that Ebony will be representing herself or that person. So they said, why she made it clear to the elder was just trying everything to convince her in order to dance to his tune. But come to think of it, maybe this Ebony must have sorted this elder to go and beg the jewel, because she was thinking that, oh, by the time she involved that elder, that the jewel will accept and she will come and do it again, and at the end of the day she will use it and mock Adetutu and all of that. But unfortunately, the jewel refused. She said it is rather that they don't do that ritual than Ebony representing her. That no matter how urgent that ritual is, Ebony can never represent her. Worst come to worst, they should invite another person from another place to come and do it. And they say when they passed the information to Ebony, Ebony could not believe her ears. She was shattered because she really hurt the jewel. And you don't expect her to just forget about everything just like that. Anyway, guys, that is what we're hearing if the information is true. I want to remind you that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Love you.